Hello and welcome everybody, it's your boy Logic and we're here with a sub-faction multiplayer tournament and this is going to be the 5th edition, so it's going to be the 5th time we're running it here, but I hope everybody's doing really well today. We are going to be having Party Eternal up against Caradoc here in the quarterfinals, so some will be playing in the quarterfinals, some won't be, just so we can allow the tournament just to roll a little bit smoother. So we'll be having these two, then we're having Void up against Grombrindle, and then I think we'll be going straight into the semi-finals. So how are we doing, everybody? How are we doing, Krell? How are we doing, Zypher? CJ as well. I can see Nekabit is in the chat. And yeah, welcome everybody. Hope we're all doing really well. Hopefully all of you can hear me nice and clearly. Right, so just going to wait for these guys to go. Once they're ready, we should be able to jump straight into this. It's your boy indeed. One of the round 3 games was... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it should have been played, actually. I would have thought. Yeah. So RTK Slayer and that would have played. I think before Shelter 4 Poland are going to play. I'm going to cast Caradoc, Nehekabit, Gromby and Void, and then I'll do the semis. Yeah. But of course, the boys in white are playing today as well, so me and Ducky are certainly going to be watching that as well. I hope we're all doing well. We're going to be playing on Sword of Torgal. This should be quite the fun map. Doing great as always when I get to watch your streams. Fantastic, Zypher. You know me, I'm always very, very happy to have you guys. It says I've got no data. Are you guys able to see me and hear me pretty well? I don't know if you guys can hear that. Ah, there we go. Looks like we have some sort of life here. How we doing, Grombrindle? How we doing well, buddy? Hope we're doing well. Looks like both we're going to be playing on Sword of Torgal. We are going to have VC up against Chaos. And this is pretty VC favoured, but at the same time, I have seen some Chaos players win it. So we are going to have some Marauder Horse Masters here. Lots of those with the extra armor and extra range, with some Marauder Horsemen, more Horse Masters, and Marauder Horsemen. They're going to have more missile strength, more armor, more range as well, just giving them a little bit more versatility and allowing them just to be a little bit more tanky. We are going to have the Chaos Sorcerer Fire Lord in the sky. Let's get a nice big fat look at him. He's certainly have to use his breath attacks for sure. He'll also be having the Sword of Anti-Heroes. He'll also be having the Arcane Conduit, the Burning Head, Flaming Sword of Ruin, Cascading Fire Cloak, Fireball, as well as his breath attacks, Kindle Flame, and Evasions. That's a lot of spells and a lot of abilities. I'm not sure where all the Winter Magic are going to come from for 5 spells, but I'm interested to see what they can do nonetheless. So Exalted Hero here, who will be having the Hellfire Sword for that fire damage, increased base weapon damage and armor piercing, as well as the Mantle of Khorne. So both there are going to be really, really nice. Looks like here we will be having some aspiring champions in the trees for those magic damage. And I think the majority here is going to come from the kiting, as well as the Air Force with the Exalted Champions for that magic damage, just to deal with anything ethereal that happens to be on the field. So here, for the VC, we are going to be having zombies in the front line. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of lag here today. Not sure if that's on my end or on somebody else. Chad Thorgrim killed some elves today. And that's why, Chad Thorgrim, we love you. Well, we're going to have some zombies on the front line today, 4 units, as well as some skeleton warriors here. Yep, lots of skeleton warriors. Okay, very interesting. We're not going to be seeing any Graveguard great weapons. Very interesting. The reason being I say that's interesting is if they did go heavily armored here, there's not too much to get a punch in there. Looks like we are going to have some Crypt Horrors. We'll be having a Vargulf. And we're going to be having Vlad von Carstein here on foot. And he's going to come with his lovely blade, but we will be having the Carstein Ring, Master of Blue England, as well as Arcane Conduit, Raise the Dead, Invocation of the Heck, Blood Drinker, Aura of the Dark, as well as the Curse of the Undeath. We're going to have, it looks like, 2 units of Dire Wolves, including the Dire Pack, and yeah, 2 units of Fellbats with some Blood Knights in the back. Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Hope these guys enjoy this matchup. It should be quite interesting to see how this is going to go. I think, is Party Eternal, I mean, you'll know this Deadly Bond, is he UK based? Looks like here the 3 units of Direwolves is going to be coming forward, trying to really counter here up against these Mortal Horsemasters, etc. And it's like we have a very nice Gauge of the Gash going down, doing some brilliant damage here up against the Chaos Sorcerer of Fire, doing over 1,000 hit point damage. Gauge of the Gash could be super duper powerful. We also have the really nice Mortis Engine here, and of course the Necromancer, who I actually didn't focus on, so that's my naughty bad. We are going to be having the Forbidden Rod, as well as that Gauge of the Gash, Master of the Dead, with Vigorous Mortis and Regeneration. So if he does overcast that, causes any damage to himself, he can just regen that back there. He also be the backstroke in his rod and just getting as many winds of magic as he possibly can. But here the Exalted Hero is going to be flying forward, just trying to push back those Fellbats, and Fellbats are certainly going to be very useful at chasing off Marauder Horsemasters and the Co. And the question is here, trying to snipe out Vlad is going to be very, very difficult. A couple of breath attacks can be quite nice on him, but I think they need to focus the rest of the army and just kind of ignore Vlad. He really can't be too dangerous here. You just need to make sure you're on top micro of your Horsemasters. The Doggos are really trying it, but if they keep chasing and without catching, they're just going to be getting shot over time. So you really do have to be careful. So more Horsemasters and Horsemen on the left-hand side. They look like they're going to be trying to get screened out here by the Blood Knights. Blood Knights certainly don't want to go in and challenge there. They'll be getting damaged quite a bit. A very nice fireball here going down on the Necromancer with a nice Gauge in the Gash to come back. He's going to be down to half health there. God, Gauge in the Gash is so powerful. But yeah, it looks like he has managed to come back. The shots are going to be going into the Necromancer. Once the Necromancer goes down, this very, very nice Chaos Fire Lord can go around and a little bit do what he wants. There's really not too much they can take care of him. The Fellbats can try their, really try their best, but they're not going to be able to do too much. I think the Fellbats maybe going to come after the Marauder Horsemen and the Horsemasters. Then to maybe try and see if they can shoot and kite at the same time. Looks like they're going to be shooting here into the Mortis Engine. Really want to try and see if you can get rid of that Necromancer here before he casts another Gauge in the Gash. That could be really bad here for the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Fireball going down again. Nice hit there into the backside of the Necromancer. Necromancer's going to be a -10 leadership. A Gauge going down again, and that's going to do so much damage on the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. He is going to be very low, 1.9k health there. And that could almost cost the game. The balance power already going to be pulling into PE favour here with the Undead. Trading a Necromancer here for the Chaos Sorcerer Firelord is certainly in the VC favour. But we see some Marauder Horsemasters and Horsemen. They're just going to be here waiting to kite. Looks like they're going to be trying to take out the Fellbat. It's been a little bit unmicroed here by PE. But very close to dying is going to be this Necromancer. You certainly, he cannot afford to get another one off. If he gets another one off, this could be really, really bad. Forbidden Rod going down, causing damage to himself. Fireball there could finish him off. Big hit going down there. 400 HP. He is going to be healing. Invocation and a Heck to heal. There will be some Winter Magic going down to keep him alive. He's going to be 3 leadership. He will just about sustain himself. You certainly know here, he must keep the Necromancer alive. He must keep him alive. He needs another Gauge of the Gash. And that goes down and it does hit there. An overcast one could certainly finish this game off. Good shots here going into the Skype against the Fellbats. Taking care of those could be quite nice, just allowing to free up the Exalted Heroes. Just waiting to see what this Necromancer is going to do. He needs to stay nice and close. Looks like here, breath attack going down. Another Fireball. Fireball, -49, and that's certainly going to be the Necromancer going down. Just run away now. Hope you don't get hit here by the Necromancer. There's going to be a lot of forces here going in the trees. They're going to be going in the trees here because they're going to be fighting up against the aspiring champions, which is absolutely fine. They can do that there because these guys are in the trees. They're going to be engaging in the trees. That's absolutely fine. So you have to take out the Necromancer, but at what cost is the real question. What cost? Looks like a breath attack did go down on the Mortis Engine, I believe. Therefore, there's going to be lots of damage going down on him. Magic attacks here from the aspiring champions. The normal Mortis Engine doesn't have magic resistance, but it will be having a fire weakness. Burning Head going down here and doing some good damage up against the Direwolves. Fantastic Burning Head there. Brilliant stuff coming through. Getting rid of those Direwolves can be really important as they are the perfect counter to the Marauder Horsemen. Fellbats in the back are just going to be dying here over time. And it looks like the Fire Sorcerer Lord is going to be pretty free as this goes on. Caradox got his work cut out for sure. Your boys here on the floor need to survive. If they do not survive, it's just going to come down to your Horsemasters. Otherwise, his Air Force is slowly going to lose leadership very, very quickly. I say slowly lose it very, very quickly. Very smart today on the cast. Very smart. But yes, aspiring champions are going to be breaking, getting terrified here thanks to the Mortis Engine. 1.85 here left for the Chaos Sorcerer. Can't really afford to overcast anymore. As you can see, the going in there trying to attack up against the Direwolves. Trying to do what sort of value you can. The Direpack Wolves getting in there can do some good value. Bonus was large, anti-large, these Direwolves can certainly get a good bite on. As you can see, the Exalted Hero, faster and stronger enemies nearby, really going to be, yeah, it's certainly going to be having a profound effect. So, 2 Aspiring Champions down, 1 has shattered. 3, 4 down there, 5 down. 5 will be down, another Burning Head here on the back. Looks like it is going to be hitting Vlad, the Blood Knights, and the Direpack Wolves. No, it looks like the Direpack did survive, it's just going to be hitting the normal ones. They've done a lot of damage here to the Exalted Hero, that's really scary. That's really scary here for Chaos. Balance of Power massively going in the favour of the VC here. This is a really hard matchup for Chaos, it really is. Ooh, nice breath attack going down. I think a lot of that actually hit the Exalted Hero and not Vlad. Cast Iron Ring going down. Perfect Cast Iron Ring. Waiting for that breath attack there. Really, really good stuff. Blood Knights coming out as well. Trying to see if they can catch the Exalted Hero. Master of Beguilement going down for that negative 14 melee attack. Putting him down to just 15. So very nice there. And it looks like, is he going to go for it? He doesn't have fire and melee attacks. He could certainly slap this Vargolf around for sure. That's no joke. And could certainly take care of the Mortis Engine. Fireball going down, and what's it hitting? Looks like it hits the Mortis Engine, good work. In the pocket though, 2 units of Aspiring Champions left, and they're going to be fighting here up against Zombies and the Co. Vargolf's going to come in for a nice slap as well. These boys just going to be slamming down up against the magic swords from the Aspiring Champions. They have 120 armor, yeah, they're pretty good, there's only 12 models of them. Yeah, they're pretty good stats overall, 62 melee defense, so pretty nice there. Lovely Burning Head here, perfect Burning Head coming in from Caradoc. Really wrecking apart these zombies and the rest in the back, and even catching the Direwolves just a little bit there. I think he certainly needs some more fireballs to try and see if he can take out the Mortis Engine, but if he can certainly catch maybe the Vargolf on the Mortis Engine a little bit out of position here, using this Chaos Lord and trying to snipe that, that could be really, really big. But having your forces around here, whilst they're destroying the rest of your foot infantry over here, he needs to get in and get involved. He needs to just get a little bit more involved there, just shoot as much as he possibly can. Shooting at zombies and Co is really not the way. You really need to try and see if you can take care of this Mortis Engine. That's slowly going to be killing units over time, and going to be killing his own as well, so you need to be making sure you take care of that. So the Mortis Engine is going to be on 3,500 HP. It's going to be having that healing cap coming through, so it's pretty close here, and it's starting to become closer. As we can see, the 3 abilities, as you can see, restoring hit points, improving the power restoration, and causing damage in a 40-meter radius, but he has to be in melee combat. Exalted Heroes, though, they're going to be on 2.5 and 1.9. Chaos also down to 1.5. It's pretty close, pretty close. Looks like they have shattered the Aspiring Champions coming after the second unit here in the back. They're going to be on very low leadership. Terror will push them off very, very quickly. There we go. Yeah, very quick there on the Terror. So nice push off there using the Mortis Engine and also the Vargolf. Vargolf causes Terror? Yeah, Vargolf causes Terror. Nice, looks like we have 2 Exalted Aspiring Champions here. I'd probably just see if you can hide one over there somewhere and you know, keep that foot infantry on the floor. You know, they're not going to fight and win here. Having that as balance of power is going to be more important at this point. Maybe try and see if you can keep these Mortar Horsemen. They can't be affording to shoot into skeletons and zombies. They need to get all of their value here, because obviously the more they shoot, if they just shoot into zombies, etc., they'll actually start losing on balance of power, because their value is far much more than zombies. But this guy here looks like Arcane Conduit going down. Certainly going to be needed. A couple of fireballs here on the Mortis Engine. You could really pull balance of power back to even. This thing is not cheap for sure. Take out the Vargolf as well could be quite nice. Looks like we have some skeletons, and they're going to be walking weird coming forward here. Love the walking. I love the way they walk. They walk a little bit like Treekin and a lot. You know, those funny walks from far away. But Mortal Horsemen here going to be shooting into the Direpack Wall. Taking care of these all. Nice charge here could be really, really good. Nice charge could certainly put these boys on the debilitating point. And looks like they're going to be drained. Critical binding. So they're certainly going to be wavering here and really, really struggling at this point of the game. They're taking a lot of damage, but they've certainly done a lot of output as well. 2 Aspiring Champions here. Looks like we have 5 over on the left-hand side. 1.5, 1.9, and 2.5 here left for the core. So looking the same. Ammunition is really starting to get depleted here. The only thing I do worry about, using the ammunition on all the chaff and all the doggos, etc., you don't really have enough left to also take out the Mortis Engine, Blood Knights, Vargolf, and Vlad von Carstein. Because he still has the Carstein Ring, he's still going to have Winter Magic. It's going to look a little bit dangerous here towards the end. He's going to wait for those breath attacks. He's going to try and utilize them the best he can. Where's the next breath attack really going to be worth it, though? I'm not sure if that breath attack comes in with fire damage. Yes, it does. So using that there on the Mortis Engine would be really, really key. You still have your weapons here from the Exalted Heroes, that fire damage. As you can see, it is being supported by the Blood Knights. That's really good stuff from PE. Just showing that if you have the poison here from the lovely Crypt Horrors and the Blood Knights, keeping them nice and close. Super close to going down here, though, this thing. It's certainly taking some big hits. Looks like it can heal itself, though, so that's quite important as well. Shots coming through. Looks like they have pushed on. I'm not sure what they destroyed there. Was that some doggos? Maybe some zombies. Yeah, I think we've run out of doggos here. I think we've run out of them. Nothing to worry about the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Just need to keep the rest of the cab alive here for your Caradoc. The Mortis Engine's going to be down to 700 HP. Fireball here could be really important. Can we get that fireball going is the question. Nice kite here. Nice big volley going in could be really, really good. So they're going to charge here up against the Skeleton Warriors. Yeah, nice couple of darts going through there on the Mortis Engine. Javelin certainly doing some damage. 8 leadership for it left there. What's got left here for the Chaos Lord? I'm wondering what sort of... So he's going to be moving. Do we... Okay, another Arcane Conduit. That's going to be really important. Maybe try and see him get a couple of Winter Magic. Fireball here could be super good. Getting rid of this as well and getting rid of the healing for the faction could be quite important. You still have Invocation of the Heck here. Of course, with Vlad von Carstein, but that will then cost mana. Going to be super close here. More volleys going into the flank here. 300 HP. Look at that damage going through. That's some awesome damage. 97, negative 11 leadership there. It's perfect. It will be crumbling and it will slowly go down. It should be able to crumble faster than it heals, but obviously healing there will keep it alive just a little bit longer. 25 HP, 18, 11, and there we go. It has gone down, and that's super important here. Balance of power obviously pulling further here is the VC favour, simply because a lot of this ammunition here is getting utilised from these more expensive units of Royal Horsemen. So the game's going to calculate that all of these very, very expensive units have used all their ammunition and therefore their value. But all you've got left here is some zombies, some Skeleton Warriors, a Vargolf, Vlad von Carstein. You've got some pretty healthy Blood Knights. I think healing up these Blood Knights could be quite important if you're Vlad. Keeping those alive and healthy is going to be super important towards the late game. Of course, the Vargolf will be able to heal itself, but it might not necessarily have that opportunity later on in the game. Oh, this is... Oh, no, looks like the Blood Knights have pulled away. That could have been really dangerous there for the Exalted Heroes if they got caught by the Blood Knights. This box is going to stand true now. In true Dowry faction, this box is going to have to hold. Cycle charging here coming from the horses from Caradoc. He's really pulled this game back as well. Shooting into the Crypt Horrors is going to be super nice. Fire damage there could be pretty good. Maybe a couple of fireballs coming in on the Vargolf, or maybe a nice burning head. Maybe across from chaff could be really, really important. But as you can see here, they're going to be shooting into the Crypt Horrors. Perfect choice. Armor piercing, poison, super annoying. Single entities can certainly be dealt with, especially when it comes to the fire attack from the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. You want to use your Hellfires on the Exalted Hero, and also the nice Chaos Lord with his fire attacks can certainly just delete that Vargolf in no time at all. Spartan Champions, they're starting to rally. The bad boys here from the Chaos are coming back. It looks like we have some Mortal Horsemen that's certainly been dealt with. It's probably the best way to put that. But they've certainly felt the wrath of the Vampire Counts. Alrighty, so it looks like here, I think we're just going to be waiting with the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Still going to be shooting here in the pocket, so I'm fine with the attacking here. I think it's just going to be an uphill charge. They don't want to get hit by the Vargolf. That's going to be painful. That's a bit of a negative charge there. You're going to take a lot more damage against yourself than you are for yourself. I think in the back here you do have some lovely Horse Masters. They could certainly charge here up against the Skeleton Warriors. They're going to be a nice tight blob here. You see that little block. I mean, it's going to be a lot harder to charge them. It looks like they have been reformed in their ranks. Just they hold it a little bit wider here. These boys certainly need to take some of the brunt, so a lot of their Crypt Horrors don't. -6 leadership, so they will be crumbling. As you can see, they do have regen, but they'll certainly crumble faster than they will heal. But this is where you kind of want to get the Chaos Lord over it. Have faster and stronger units nearby as well. Really get down on that leadership. As you can see, they have come back in, which means they will be regenning and getting some life back, which means it'll pull them even further back into good leadership. But looks like some charges are going to come through. Big charge there. Not going to be taking any damage back. Just going to hit a few models, come back. Cycle charge one side, cycle charge the other. Perfect stuff from Caradot coming in. But it's about starting to come back towards even. Not super even yet, but certainly getting there. Another cycle charge over on this hand side. So there's going to be a couple of hits here coming from the Vargolf. Nice hit there. I think maybe getting rid of a model there. I don't know if that was a model from him. But certainly some models have gone down from that charge. In the back, the Skeleton Warriors are certainly fighting up against the Mortal Horse Masters, and they certainly won't have the AP to deal with those. I think their best opportunity here is to go for the foot infantry. Just take it on and just see what happens. Try and see if you can push balance of power away a little bit more. So there we go. Crit Torrents are going to get in. They are going to poison here up against the Horse Masters, and they certainly have a good enough AP here to deal some good damage back. They're going to be at 1.1k HP. And it would be really nice. The only problem here is that if they do engage in melee here, a lot of it goes into melee combat. Burning Head could be a serious problem. Skeleton Warriors, negative 38, they will be going down. Vlad is going to be fighting, has shattered some aspiring champions. The rest are going to be fighting here up against Vlad. And where are we looking on the Vlad von Carfinder? He's going to be having 2,300 regen less. So probably go somewhere at about 2.2. It's a lot, because he does heal about 12 per second, but you also got to be careful. So this Fireball go down, Breath attack, Fireball there. Oh, lovely Fireball. And looks like here we do have this ability with the Helmstorm Fire going down, absolutely wrecking this Vargolf. This Vargolf is getting slapped. If this thing goes down, it's super important. We have lost an Exalted Hero here. Master Belinguent going down as well. That was really important. Oh, I don't know. You need to get that Vargolf, though. It's so low. You can't allow it to get its full healing cap. You certainly need something there. I can see the nice snipe attempt there. Obviously, with Vlad over here, I'm sure the Blood Knights were away as well. But it looks like you are going to maintain an Exalted Hero here. But by the time he does get his health steal back, you will also be having Master of Belinguent back as well for that negative 40 melee attack. So it's a counter for a counter there for sure. Vargolf is struggling. Oh, he's out. You've got to go now. Look at this. Perfect stuff there. Coming straight on. And it has gone down. Fantastic. And if you can get out, that's the perfect play. Boys are going down as well. Looks like the boys have caught them. One Exalted Hero that is in trouble has gone away, but the Chaos Lord is on the floor. Sort of anti-heroes going down to really help take care of that. Vargolf charge going in from the Royal Horse Masters. These very, very brave boys have gone in to save everybody else and the triple core, but they certainly cannot keep running away too much. I think maybe there's something else said there that I didn't see, but I guess something really does have to stay in combat here. Looks like here they are going to be stopping onto the Crypt Horrors. To get rid of the Crypt Horrors, that poison's gone as well. I don't see anything taking down Vlad though is the problem. Vlad is going to have lots of armor piercing. Chaos Lord has gone down. That will really push balance of power. Take out the weaker Exalted Hero here. Nice good charge on the Crypt Horrors. They have gone down, so that poison will be going. So they have shattered the Exalted Hero. Balance of power will be going. The second one has been shattered. And what a fantastic effort here coming in from Caradot. Really, really good stuff from him. Yeah, really, really well played. So 800 damage value for Vlad von Karstein, 2059 for the Necromancer, just showing it's just excellent work there from that. Gaze in the Gash is super powerful. 150, 390, 115 from the Skeleton Warriors with 100, 470 from the Crypt Horrors, 556 from the Vargolf, 1388 here from the Mortis Engine, 1800 from the Blood Knights, 370, 350, and 617 from the Dire Pack Wolves. But the MVP is the Necromancer. The Necromancer certainly won this. He needed to snipe him out a lot quicker. He needed to go there. But 289 kills, 3,680 damage value for the Chaos Sorcerer of Fire, 1,300, 650 from the Exalted Heroes. It's like 160, 150, 180, 220, and 215 from the Aspiring Champions. 517 from the Mortal Horse Masters, 900 from the second. 1,400, 1,175, 500, and 1,200 from the Mortal Horse Masters. I mean, PE's made the final, so it's not too bad there either. Yeah, there was a little bit of rule skating for sure, but the reason I'm not going to bring it up, and I'm not even going to bother going there, is the fact that PE won anyway. I'll message him afterwards and explain, but there was a bit of a rule skirting there from Caradog, but I will have a chat with him. He actually had the majority of his units out of the forest, to be fair. I don't really know if it was forest camping. He can certainly put his exalted heroes in there. That's perfectly fine. I think he had his mortal horse masters outside. He also had I mean, either way, he lost, right, guys? You know, we can. How are we doing, Icepower? Hope you're doing well, buddy. How are we doing, Benji? Hope you're doing well. But I hope you're doing well, Noob for Life. Hope everybody else is doing well. Nah, that's okay, Nick, a bit. Like, you won, so it's absolutely fine. Right, so Void is in. We're going to be getting Chad Thorgrim as well. There he is. Let's get the Chad in. And we're going to play on Sword of Torgal. It is going to be a VC here. Now, he can only use one Lord. There's only one Lord he can use. And I said because Chad Thorgrim could bring Thorgrim Grudgebearer. So I said that Void could bring the Von Carstein Vampire Lord. But that's the only one he can use. Nah, that's okay. So that's the only one he can use. Alright, so both are going to be here. There's going to be the Darwi with the Von Carstein Vampire Lord up against Thorgrim Grudgebearer. I think there was a bit of rule breaking there, Caradog, if I'm honest. There was a bit, but at the same time, the game was still, in my opinion, fun to watch, and I didn't really have a problem with it. I'll go through it a little bit later, maybe, and I'll have more of a look, per se. But I didn't think it was terrible. But no, it's just for this one. The only reason, so Nick, for the reason for this is because I allowed Chad Thorgrim to bring Thorgrim Grudgebearer. So normally I wouldn't allow Thorgrim Grudgebearer, but the thing is I've said no Grombrindle today because Gromby is always picked for the Dowie. He's picked quite a lot. I'd say probably the most. And you don't really ever see Thorgrim Grudgebearer. So I said to Void, if you want to play them, I said for this tournament you can use only that Lord. He can't use any other Lord. He can only use the Von Carstein Vampire Lord. That's it. No other Lord. So that was the rule. And I thought that was acceptable. I thought that was a fine rule. I didn't have any problem with it. I also said for those that want to use greenskins, they couldn't use Go on the Paunch. I also said we couldn't use Sigfold today. Alright, CJ. That's enough from you. Give me 2 seconds. Whew. I don't know what you guys do to me, man. I literally, I've been fine from hay fever all day, but I come stream and like hay fever kicks me in the face. All right, guys, let's cut out this chat. Yeah, this is not needed. This is not needed. Yeah. Oh. Right, so Void's just gonna be making his army, but let's just cut the chat. Yeah. We don't need to talk about this subject. Well, that's not what I'm saying, noob. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that, you know, if you listened, I'm gonna mention a little bit later on where Caradoc should have played it a bit better. That's not what I said. I just said I wasn't gonna address it in the game. I was just gonna let them play. Yeah, it's a bit more of a fun tournament, dude. All right, so let's calm down a little bit, yeah. That's all right from you, Caradoc, as well. Yeah, let's not use the chat here to, like, you know, just throw shit in everybody's faces. Let's calm down. You know, it was a game. It was a game. It was nothing too much. Yeah, I've already said that I thought that Caradoc probably could have played that a bit cleaner, and if it was a different tournament, I would be going over it again in detail, and we'd revisit that. If Caradoc had won, it would have been a replay, but he didn't, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's just a bit of fun. Alright, so we're going to hop here onto, again, Sword of Torgald, which should be quite fun. Now after this, I think we've got Oakenhammer, and then we're going to be finishing up on... Ooh, I'm not sure what we're going to be finishing up on. I believe it was... Oh, I think it's Storm Demon today. I quite like Storm Demon from the other day. I like Sword of Torgald as well. It's quite a really good looking map, actually. It's got some really nice scenery behind it. And yeah, I think it's just an awesome map. You know, you've got terrain all over the place. You know, you've got buildings, you've got utilities, you've got trees. You know, you've got some fun things that you can certainly use, and it makes the map quite interesting for sure. Okay, that's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough. If you, I think you know me well enough now, noob, and I've got more than enough respect for you. If at any point here you have any problems with any games, feel free to always PM me, bro. You know, you can always send me a message, and we can always discuss all sorts of things. And, you know, you've got lots of experience here in this tournament scene, and if there's some ideas and some stuff that, A, you could think it could improve the tournament, and could improve the lifestyle here, and it can improve how it makes it more fun for you guys that are watching, please always message me. We can always go over the footage, and we can always talk, and you can give me your ideas, and I think you know me by now. I'll certainly sit down and listen, for sure. But no, you didn't put it down on the tournament, dude. You didn't put it down on the tournament, not for sure. What does Zypher say now? All I see is Krail. It doesn't suit you, Zypher. What did you say, Zypher? I like my handbag, Krail. Yes, you are, Mr. CJ, but no more shenanigans. That's what you guys saying here. Katam. Triple Blood Knights does seem fairly weak against infantry spam, in my opinion. Oh, fair. Blood Knights die to Ice Trolls and Northern Spears. Yeah, I think at what level is though, Katam? Like, I think, like, you know, at your level, at the top level, I think for sure, if you've got, like, the correct micro and you can look after 20 units, etc., it can be quite good. Yeah, I think for other people as well, you know, I think the other thing with this tournament as well, I think this tournament can be a little bit more difficult when you get to the higher level players. Like, certainly when we get more towards the end here, when we have, like, higher level players that are playing, that's certainly when matchups can become a little bit more difficult. Oh, you got Mr. Bugmanaholic. No, you were on Warhammer, sir, not on this Chaos Conquest. Alright, looks like we're in. But yeah, at the higher level here, you're certainly going to be struggling just a little bit more. Or this is a pretty familiar build here for me. So, this is going to be a pretty elite Dowie build. We are going to be having Trollhammer torpedoes. Very, very nice stuff there. With the Norgrim Iron Breakers, the Peak Gate Guard there for that magic damage. Iron Breakers as well as the Dragonback Slayers, Thorgrim, and Longbeards. So Longbeards here are very good as well because they actually have that immune to psychology. The only issue you are going to have here is the normal Iron Breakers. Both of these units are actually going to struggle a little bit here because they don't have that immune to psychology. So once they do take some damage over time, that fear will creep through, and so will that terror. Right, so let's double check here. We are going to be having the Von Carstein Vampire Lord, so very good stuff from Void. He's stuck to the rules, which I'm very happy with. So he's going to be having the Night Storm ability, which is perfect to deal with the Dowie. This is the perfect Lord in my opinion. He's going to have the Undeath Resurgence, Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, Invocation of Nehek, as well as the Pestilence Breath and Curse of the Undeath. The other nice, really nice ability is going to be the Swarm of Flies, that -5 melee attack. Means he can just fly over the top. I mean, not forever, of course. Once he's dealt with his Iron Drains, he can certainly go over the top and cause that negative melee attack. We are going to have a couple of units of Fellbats in the sky. We're going to have lots of Graveguard here, great weapons as well. I think it's just going to be shared tons of Graveguard. Yeah, just loads of Graveguard, loads of zombies in the front as well, just to get rid of those blasting charges. And we are going to have a Vargolf with a very, very dirty Corpse Guard here in the back. This bad boy here is going to be giving that nice Vigorous Mortis with the +5 melee attack, +5 melee defense that could really help chew against these elite units here in the front. We are going to have a Vampire, a Necromancer here, who will be having his Rod, as well as the Scroll of Shielding, Master of the Undeath, and a Vigorous Mortis. So both sides do have to move towards each other here, and unfortunately I think the Dowie are going to be in the little hole here, which is not fantastic for them for sure. How are we doing, Vingame? Oh yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. I can't change it now. I probably could in time by the time these two meet, but yes, it is going to be Void here up against after Miss Chad Thorgrim. But thank you for letting me know. How are we doing, Benzo? Hope you're doing well. It looks like some of them are coming around the building. We're going to try and see if we get a bit more surround here on the Dowie. A little bit unsure as to play. Then you've got to wait for those Fellbats. So Fellbats are going to be very key late on. Zombies are going around the side as well. Mr. Riffle Shuffle is the guy that beat me here in the tournament today. He played very well, I must admit. Well, whilst I'm waiting here, what we'll do is we'll do what I like to do best, which is get a nice good look up here on the Dowie. Going to get a good look up here on the nice blue, royal blue armor, I must say, and these fantastic beards and hammers. These guys, of course, do have the increased melee attack, thanks to having Thorgrim Grudgebearer, who will be having all of his good items today, actually. It looks like he's going to be having the Stand Your Ground, Oath of Vengeance, Great Blue Grudges, and he will be having the High King, which is quite good, which means if you just drop below 50% leadership, increased melee attack, and all the other good bits and bobs. We're also going to have the Norgrim Ironbreakers here in the back. These fantastic boys in red are amazing with their 79 melee defense. Just awesome, awesome stuff. Looks like coming around the back is going to be the Von Carstein Vampire Lord. Looks like they're just trying to get a full surround here, and then they're going to move in together. A lot of these units are going to be, you know, a little bit on their own. Oh, that's a nasty breath attack. Look how much that breath attack did. Jeez, see, that did about, I want to say that did at least 60% damage. That was disgusting. Oh, that hurts me. I've played in this matchup many times, and that hurts. You full well know that that can cost you the game. That can cost you the game. That is the problem with Elite Dowie, and you know, looks like really good luck, have fun from both sides, which is always nice to see. Need to have these Iron Drakes ready. Maybe try and see if they can shoot the Corpse Cart. That could be quite good. If they can shoot the Corpse Cart down, it could certainly help weaken up the Graveguard. We're going to be having Fellbats coming into the back here. Dragonback Slayers ready to get into action, as well as the nice Thorgrim Grudgebearer. The +9 melee attack as well for the Dragonback Slayers can be super nice. Blasting Charges could come over the top on top of the Graveguard. That could certainly do some really good help there. Blasting Charges going in, actually doing more damage up against the Longbeards than the Graveguard, which is quite interesting. A lot of this force is starting to fall apart though. This is really interesting. As you can see, the Vargolf has gone into the middle. Death and Resurgence go down. Increased leadership and melee defense. It's like Scroll of Shielding went down as well. What's that going to be on the Von Caster? Von Caster Lloyd has gone down there with the Scroll of Shielding. So the Peak Gate Guard are going to be fighting up against Skeleton Warriors, really going to debilitate those as well. We are going to be having some Graveguard in the pocket here. But looks like the Fellbats are going to go down. But we do have some trapped Iron Drakes here in the pocket. That is the problem. The pocket has broken, and that's going to be really, really bad here for the Dow. We are going to have the very nice Von Caster on. Oath of Vengeance go down on him, but we are going to have the really, really elite Iron Drakes in the middle they have been popped onto. Thorgrim is going to try and come over and help, but Sandra going down. It's going to be a little bit too late here to help them, unfortunately. Longbeards in the back will be beating Graveguard thanks to the Blasting Charges here from the very, very elite boys in the middle of the Northern Iron Breakers. But unfortunately here, it's looking really dire already for the Dowie, I must admit. It's not looking pretty here. You need to pull your Iron Drakes back out. You need to have your Dragonbacks to really cut for them. You can't be losing both of those. If you lose both of those, you're in serious trouble. Thorgrim needs to help here, fight up against the Vargolf. So the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is going to be in the pocket. It could be very, very difficult here. Dragonback Slayers there as well. As long as you want Dragonback Slayers, you can do a lot. Dragonback Slayers need to get here. They need to get here. They need to trap in this Lord. Nah, looks like they missed there, unfortunately. They have the opportunity to put him in place, but looks like they did miss it. Dance Macabre going down, increased speed and melee attack, just going to allow him to evade here just a little bit. Coming in is going to be the Necromancer. He's going to help with the increased melee attack, melee defense. But in the back, we do have the Fellbats fighting here up against the Iron Drakes as well. Unfortunately, these Iron Drakes have not weathered the storm as well as you really would have liked here for the Darby. But in the pocket, we are going to be having some hammers fighting here up against Graveguard. Great weapons, zombies, and there's like some more zombies in the back. Breath attacks going down here on the Iron Breakers as well. And it looks like, ooh, he's going to be popping down, I think. Yeah, so the Dragonback Slayers are super close. Dragonback Slayers need to push in now. We've got that increased melee attack thanks to Thorgrim. Thorgrim is going to come in as well with that steel chair. He's going to come in and absolutely slam here against the Von Caster and Lord. Undeath Resurgence there, just being saved so he can get away. Plus 24 melee defense, really going to help him there. 73 should certainly be able to hold against a lot of those attacks. But here in the pocket, looks like we have managed to terrify up against the Iron Drakes, and they will be gone. We're not going to be seeing them back, unfortunately, due to the mobility here favouring the VC. So we are going to be having Thorgrim coming in, really trying to slap up against the Von Caster, but he is just so much quicker here than Thorgrim. Thorgrim is going to be the slowest Lord here in the pack you can possibly get. But in the middle here, we are going to have the Necromancer. Necromancer certainly does need to go down. He can't allow just to be sitting here. Give him that regeneration, plus also coming in with his plus melee stats. It's really going to help buff the Graveguard. And, ooh, nice hits though going down here on the Von Caster Lord. Oath of Vengeance on him as well. So we are going to have the Dragonback Slayers here. Stand your ground, which is really going to aid there for the plus melee defense. They are really carving down the Von Caster Lord, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to take enough damage here. Losing both of your bonusless large, anti-large armor piercing Iron Drakes is really going to hurt. It really is going to hurt. Looks like here the Peak Gate Guard are going to be slamming into the Graveguard, zombies, and looks like we have the Necromancer with the Northern Iron Breaker trying to help. So we do have that Summoner Skeletons in behind. And note, we're going to be having a Summoner Zombies in behind. The Summoner Zombies is going to be really trying to come into the rear, trying to really get down on the leadership here from the Peak Gate Guard. So we are going to have the Graveguard fighting against Thorgrim Grudgebearer. The bonus infantry is really not going to help there, but the arm piercing will certainly help cover and part. But you can see Thorgrim's coming downhill, that downhill charge. And you're going to be absolutely slamming here into the Von Caster Lord, but he's certainly going to be struggling here in the pocket. Plus 5 melee attack, melee defense coming in, healing as well. Yeah, it's looking pretty dire here for the Dowie. As you can see, it looks like we have lost the hammers. Iron Breaker still online, no blasting. There's like maybe a couple of blasting charges left. Really not too many. Blasting charges into the backside of the Graveguard, and yeah, it's looking pretty bad, unfortunately. I don't think I can see any way back in here for the Dowie. Norgrim's still going to be pretty strong in the pocket. Peak Gate Guard. Dragonback Slayers are going to be out here on the periphery fighting up against zombies. That's really not helpful for them. They also have Dance Macabre, which is quite interesting. Actually gets them melee defense with Undeath Resurgence, and also gets them melee attack. And the Dragonback Slayers are pretty naked, so they're actually they do some pretty good damage there. They will actually do some good damage. Thorgrim has been terrified, and that is going to be GG's. And well played here to Void with this nice Von Caster and Vampire Lord. So I have a bit of a theory here for some of the people that maybe trying to learn Dowie, but we'll pop into this in a minute. So let's go here. So it's like 88 kills, 2,700 from the Von Carstein Vampire Lord, 55 for the Necromancer, and it's like 755 for the Graveguard, 150, 780, 1,070, 760, 840. So it's like we've got 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's fine there. 6 is fine. 170, 89. Yeah, there's like 1.2 here for the Vargolf, and yeah, of course, that's not too bad. Yeah, pretty good overall. Thorgrim, 650, 300 for the Longbeards, 788 for the Hammerers, 1,200 for the Dragonback Slayers, 720 from the Ironbreakers, 1,037 for those, for the second unit of Ironbreakers, 787 with 196 kills for the Peak Gateguard, 1,760 for the Norgrim Ironbreakers, 180 and 600 from the Iron Drake Torhammer Torpedoes. To be honest, the Dragonverse box is usually over. Summons and breath attacks, brutal, no way around it. Yes and no. So here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say something that, you know, some people might agree with, some people might not. In this matchup, I do like Iron Drakes. They do some very good damage if they're allowed to. My difference is a little. I have an opinion that actually in this matchup, taking Engineers is a little bit better, and here's my reasoning. So, you only have 90 range here from the Iron Drake Torhammer Torpedoes, whilst if you take Engineers, not only do they come with the 5-ring Tories, really helpful at dealing with all of that summons and stuff that do come in and on the front line as well, but also if the Vampire Lord does want to come in for a cast, a lot of his spells are at least 100 meters, right? So if he is going to come in that 180 meter radius, he's just going to be getting slapped constantly by the armor piercing here from those Engineers. And there's only 2 models of Engineers, right, so pulling them out through chaff is pretty easy, it's not too difficult, they don't get caught up too much, and they can just continuously keep firing as long as you can look after them. So I actually think the double Engineer is not only cheaper, but also comes with firing Tories to deal with that cheap infantry, longer range, so they can constantly keep peppering. So for example, the Von Carstein Lord does leave that pocket of that 180 range. You can certainly turn that there onto maybe the Vargolf, or you can change it here onto the Corpse Cart, or maybe even the Necromancer, which means it kind of gives the VT player, they have to think about what they can do. They have to at least come in and get shot, or, you know, there's some more things, you know, you have to think about a little bit. You don't have to think about. Yeah, the Engineer player gives you about an extra 250 points. Doesn't sound like much, but if you do actually add it here, obviously Thorgrim's probably not the best pick in this matchup, in my personal opinion. I actually think going with, if you're playing this competitive, you probably want to go Grombrindle, gives you about an extra 250 points. And if you also go in with saving the 250 here from losing the Iron Drakes, you get about an extra 500 points, which means you can certainly upgrade these Longbeards to Hammerers quite comfortably. So you're taking in 2 Hammerers, well, technically 3 Hammers, 3 of the very, very elite Norgrim Ironbreakers, and then you can normally take in an extra cheaper unit as well. So that would be my take on it, for sure. You might be able to take a little bit more than that. I normally take 3 Hammerers, 3 Norgrim 3 Ironbreakers, including the Norgrims, both ROR. And also, Thorgrim does come with magic damage, but so does Grombrindle, so you have that as well. You also have the magic damage from the Peak Gateguard, and that breath attack nice and early was really bad. You need to, well, it's not really bad, it's really unfortunate. You need to make sure you're moving your units around where the fact that they can't get breath attack down the line. You just need to keep an eye on that Blood Dragon Vampire Lord for sure. But while playing to Grombrindle, he's certainly he's certainly a champ when it comes to the Dowie. He's very, very good. Against a coach build, I think he probably built for it. I think coaches are pretty common in this matchup. But Vargolf, I really do like a Vargolf, because the difference is, if you have a Vargolf compared to a coach is very good at dealing with the Dowie, but it doesn't have regen. And the thing is that for me, in my experience, I've noticed with the coaches are a lot easier to get in and out for newer players. But if you can take a Vargolf with that regeneration, even if I'm shooting it, you know, I get 2 shots off, I do about 660 damage value, whatever it is, right? You're just gonna have regen. You can just regen that back. You'll regen at least half of that back before I can shoot you again. You know, you're gonna get a good amount of regeneration back, which means they're just gonna hold that a little bit longer. Yeah, I think Engineers are better in that matchup. I really do, But I think it's really hard with Thorgrim as well. Thorgrim is going to cost you somewhere in the region of about 2.3 there, by the looks. Whereas you get about 1.7 if you take take Grombrindle, of course. But obviously you can't do that in this matchup. You can't do it. You can't do it. But that's the whole idea behind this, right? All right, so well played to Void. But Grombrindle is an excellent player. It's just my observations as well as another Derby player. So we'll have him 4 Poland up against Nekabit. So let's get to Mr. 4 Poland in. Let's get Chad Poland in. And we also need Nekabit. Where are you, Mr. Party Elite? Is that you? No, that's not you. Oh, you're not online. Yeah, Drakes are good. Drakes are good. Very good up against that regeneration for sure. And very good at dealing with that chaff. My only problem is protecting them, because you can just summon. But obviously, you know, they're not as expensive. You could take 3, for example. And they'll certainly torch most Lords alive, yeah. Your question on Discord, I did not. I didn't see your message in Discord, Complex. Oh, you said you had an issue. I just seen your message, Ice Power. I will get back to you that afterwards. Don't think that I'm ignoring you. I will get back to you afterwards. How do blasting charges do firing over your own front line, by the way? They can do well. They can do well. Generally better when not engaged. You can get a lot of backfire. But they can generally do quite well. Yeah, also the Trollhammer torpedoes have the 125 armor as well. Alright. So I think this is generally Dino favoured, but of course you are going to be having Teheno in. So this could also be quite an interesting matchup. Well, I imagine you're going to have Teheno in. It might change. It might change. But yeah, blasting charges, they can fly pretty well over, but as you saw there in the early game, you saw the blasting charges from the ROR. So the ROR from... So blasting charges go like this. So blasting charges are at their... obviously, the more expensive the unit, the stronger the blasting charges, right? They go from, I think it's 37 missile strength up to 62. And 62 missile strength, they don't actually have fire damage on the... why have I now forgot the unit? So normal blasting charges are 37 damage. The ROR, I believe, is in the 40s. So the what are they called? So nope, I can't remember. For some reason, my brain's gone fart, and I've forgotten everything in my life. But yes. Alright, so Propellant is ready. Trying to see if I can remember here what I was going to say. Because my brain has just disintegrated. Nope. Oh, today has been a nightmare. Sure. Yeah, so I was thinking about the Norglim Ironbreakers, yeah. So the Norglim Ironbreakers have 62 missile strength on their blasting charges, so of course that's going to do a lot of damage up against your infantry. So if you think about it in this way, if you're going to be throwing blasting charges, say, into Graveguard that have 90 armor, It's going to pretty much have the same effect as if you hit your own units, right? So a lot of blasting charges at that strength are going to do a lot of damage. But if you obviously throwing them into... It all comes down to armor values, right? It all comes down to armor. Armor is the biggest negation there for blasting charges. Seriously hoping for a huge Dino Air Force here. Maybe. I think probably party is going to be going... Isabella could work here. Isabella could work. I was up early, buddy. Yes, I was up early this morning. It is fair to say I have been up for a while. It's fair to say that I have certainly been up for 14 hours already. I was so tired yesterday I fell asleep on the couch. Yeah, there isn't. I don't think there's a spell icon for breath attacks. I don't believe. Venge. I believe for breath attacks there is no spell icon. Yes, so PE is going to be going with Isabella. How we doing, Michael? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Sorry, I missed you there throughout all the chat. I missed you there. Right, so now I've got my brain back and I remember what the hell we were talking about. Yeah, so we have Iron Breakers. We have obviously have the no, and I forgot. And then we have there is an icon, but they're common glitches on the slopes. Oh, right, okay. Because I didn't see one. To be fair, I didn't see one. Right, okay. That looks like he's back there, Mr. Nickabit. Oh, it's a bug, is it? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it is a tough matchup for the Dawi. I think at the very, very top level, somewhere between 50% to 55% for VC and 45 to 50% for Dawi, I think. I think. Maybe Grombrindle and Venge might say something different, or Venge, but that's my interpretation of what I've seen, right? And we're talking at the top level here. You know, you're talking in the top 5 to 10% of the game. Stop simping on bringing Vlad the Chad. I think he's bringing Isabella today, I think he's head for the Queen. Alright, so in the sky, we are going to have, ooh, some sneaky Vargeists. So we have some very nice Vargeists, good 100 armor-piercing weapon strength, and 3 lots of the bats. And we're going to have the double Vargolfs here with that regeneration with the Direwolves as well. We're going to be having some Graveguard Great Weapon, 2 units with some Skeleton Spears, Skeleton Warriors, and it looks like the Tithe Zombies, as well as the Double Banshees. The Double Banshees are pretty cool. I'm sure one of them here will become with a banner, but of course they have that Terror and Ethereal status. So no banners. Very interesting. And we'll be having Isabella von Carstein. So she will be having, of course, her Chalice, I believe. Yep, her Chalice there. Master of Beguilement and Raised Dead. Invocation of the Heck and Curse of the Undeath. So we're having zombies in the front line. Very, very good stuff there. And I really like the Tithe Zombies. They're really good, come with that extra physical resistance. I believe they have 30 more models. Yeah, they're just such a pain in the ass to deal with. They are worth that extra 100 in my personal opinion. Very nice. We're also going to be having here for the nice box. We're going to be having Saurus Warriors with shields, just like 3 units in the front, with some Saurus Spears in the back, with the Star Chamber Guardians. We are going to have Lord Croak. Get out. I absolutely love this. So we're going to have a first gen Slan here. Very, very nice. Supreme Shield of the Old Ones. Cold-Blooded. Deliverance of Itzul. The Golden Death Mask I forgot that he had. I never see him, so the fact that he brought this has surprised me because I didn't know it existed. We're also going to be having the Feral Stegodon, so Feral Sheila in today, and we'll be having the Red Crested Skink Chief on a Stegodon. We will be having Warrior's Crest, Opal Amulet, and all the other good bits and bobs. With a Bastiladon Solar Engine, so normally see double Solar Engine I think in this matchup, I have seen, but not today. So yeah, very nice tight box here. It could be pretty interesting to see how this is going to perform. No, it's not. I just realised, no, it's not the correct map. But that's okay. We play. Yeah, it should be Oakenhammer. Nah, that's okay. I like this map anyway. It is, yeah, I think it is slightly VC favoured, but Croak is going to be pretty fun here, I think. To be honest, between the two maps, for this matchup in particular, I really don't think it makes any difference. Big shot going down the front here, and that's going to be heading straight into the Tide Zombies. That's pretty interesting targeting there. I think hitting the Vargols might be the good attempt of attack there. What's Lord Croak going to do though? I think he's going to have to wait till these all blow up, and we'll have to see what he's capable of doing. But Lord Croak is certainly the mean machine, but that -9 melee attack for Croak is actually pretty nice, pretty nice. We've been negating all of the zombies. They're not going to do any damage here at all, which is going to be pretty nice, yeah, for sure. Big shots going down the front. Looks like they are going to be aiming for the Vargolf. Maybe actually hitting on the Banshee. It does magic damage if I'm not correct. It does do magic damage. To hit the Banshee would might even kill it in one shot, or if not close to. Yeah, what is it? About 1,000 damage? Oh no, it's nowhere near. I thought it was about 1,000 damage. It's about 500 damage. So no, it won't. It would maybe 2 or 3 shots would kill it. Could be pretty nice there. The Felbats are in position, and I think they're probably going to try and see one if we can shut down the Bastiladons. Oh my god, it just hit in the flank of the Vargolf. It didn't do as much damage as I thought it might, because we're going to just get an extra 25%. But it looks like if we had the Banshee in the front, we're going to try and take it to Source Warriors. That's why you need the magic attacks and the Star Chamber Guardians to get involved, unfortunately. But they're going to be sat at the back here just a little bit. Snuff's going to be missing the Vargolf. They can certainly be punching in the front line. Very nice. There's a Deliverance of Itzel going down here. That's going to hit a lot of his own units. I mean, this ability is so cool. Looks like it hits a lot of the Sorcerers. I don't know if it does any... Does it do damage to your own units? It must do damage against... So it must do damage against Rhinos. It must. The front double Banshee going to do some good work here. You really need to get these Star Chamber Guardians very quickly finish off these Banshees in absolutely no time. Over here on the right hand side, looks like another Deliverance of Itzel here going down on the Zombies and Skeleton Warriors. Vargolf has run away. He's going to be down by about, probably about 3rd HP there. But both of them should be able to hit up pretty hard against the Red Crested Skink Chief. They're coming in and they're certainly going to try and pop a couple of ones here. Yeah, they're going to be hitting there up against the Red Crested, and there we go. We are going to get the Star Chamber Guardians in. They're going to be trying to fight here up against the Vargolfs. But they are going to get away with it, so that's pretty good stuff. Vargolfs in the sky, they're full HP, which is pretty nice. A couple of misses there coming on top of the Vargolf. Where are these Banshees? So, very good there. 44% damage resistance here coming down for the Supreme Shield of the old ones. And not quite sure how long that lasts, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty long duration. Graveyard and Great Weapon should carve apart these Source Warriors without any additional help. As you see, look at these magic attacks here coming from the Star Chamber Guardians. Master of the Guillermo going down. Very nice there for that -40 melee attack. All what we got going on in this pocket. Looks like we have some Red Crested Skinks fighting here. The Red Crested Skink Chief is going to be trying to fight up against the double Vargolf and Isabella here in the pocket. She's taking a bit of a punch there, Isabella. She might even have to use her chalice on herself there if she's not careful. Looks like there's going to be a Deliverance in the back here. No, looks like we are going to get away with it. Red Crested Skink Chief is certainly slapping apart this Vargolf. He's in big trouble. He needs to get out pretty quickly here. The Source Warriors have been terrified in the front. Invocation and a hit going down there, very nice. And it looks like here Sheila is going to be dominating here up against the Vargeists. The Banshees, I mean, you can always deal with them later, right? You can always deal with them later for sure. But a couple of shots here from the Basilicon will certainly help deal with these leopard ladies. Vargol's just going to be slapping around the pocket here, and they'll certainly do some good AP here up against the Temple Guard. Temple Guard have pretty fast melee attacks for halberdier units, but yeah, they certainly need to get in here and help the Red Crested Skin Chief. Warrior Crest going down for that increased melee attack and also melee defense. But now that's gone, he's still there actually, but he is going to be struggling a little bit still, even with Warrior Crest going down. That one Vargolf has taken quite a bit of punishment here in the pocket. And what's he on here? I can't really get onto him, but 2.1k health left for him. Still pretty tanky, but Isabella's really struggling. If Isabella go down here, that could be the end. Looks like Elibes is going to get away. A nice charge from the Red Crested Skin Chief. Can he? Nah, there we go. Invocation of Heck has gone up, and she has got away. The nice 105 speed there on her mount is pretty nice. She's going to come for the cycle charge to hit up against the Red Crested Skin Chief. Opal Amulet going down for the plus 22% damage resistance. And it looks like here, do we have, going to be another explosion spell going over here. So Deliverance of Itzel going down up against the Dire Wolves. Nice explosion there, damaging lots here up against those Stealth Morons and zombies. That's really going to help free up these Sword Spears. In the pocket though, it looks like the Red Crested Skin Chief is super low at this point. Really needs some help. Oh, very nice shield. This shield looks so cool, by the way. That is such a cool shield. But 44% damage resistance has been negated. Cold-blooded going down on top of here. Just to get that plus 16 leadership there to really help finish off these Vargolfs. He needs to get in and really smash this Vargolf apart. Vargolf still going to be punching. Looks like Invocation of the Heck is going to be going down here in the pocket. Does he have magic attacks? He does have magic attacks to Lord Croak. What sort of weapon strength are we talking about? 450 weapon strength. So you can certainly do some good damage against these Banshees. Lord Croak is getting slapped though just a little bit. As Vargolf is struggling, balance of power is super even here. What have we got left? We need to get these Source Wars in as quickly as possible. Looks like we have some Graveguard in the pocket as well. More Saurus Warriors, Saurus Spears, which are going to be fighting here up against the Vargolfs. And the Star Chamber Guardians. They're in the wrong area. They can't be fighting against zombies here. They need to get in. They need to help deal with these Banshees. They need to get on top of Isabella. And they seriously need to get rid of these Vargolfs. Look here, we have lost the Red Crested Skin Chief. He might come back, but the Vargolf's going to be a little bit faster. 61 speed, 50 speed, so he should catch. Looks like here the Feral Stegodon is going to come in. A big slap from behind, might actually break. Although we could see this here. So he's going to be going down, negative 54. There we go, he has gone down. Very good. A free recharge here for the Red Crested Skin Chief as well. Love that a lot. But in the pocket here, what's going on? It looks like we do actually have the Star Chamber Guardians are going to be in. Balance of power will be pulling here into the favour of the VC, I believe. And yet again, I didn't change the banner. Apologies. Star Chamber Guardians could really start taking apart these Banshees. That Terra could be super helpful here in the late stages. We do actually have the Red Crested Skin Chief in. They're both going to be trying to target here on the Vargolfs, and they're doing a really good job of it. Fantastic work here on the Vargolf. He's going to be running for his life. Big swipe on, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, big shots going down, trying to really hit here up against the Vargolf. If we lose the Red Crested Skin Chief here, it could be game over. Negative with Terra there is, yeah, I think he's going to go here. 400 HP for him. Looks like we have lost the Basilicon as well. I think Croak did go down here. Yeah, Croak has died on his chair, unfortunately. There. I think it's kind of cool that he stays there though. But yeah, yeah, that's it. GG's. Well played. Very, very good stuff here. I like the Dino build. It was pretty nice. We do still have the Feral Sheila, but there's no magic damage. We are going to be losing the Vargolf here. So the Vargolf will go down, so maybe there's a way back in. Do we still have the Star Chamber Guardians? We do still have the Star Chamber Guardians. Oh, Master Beguilement going down though. Leadership is really struggling here. So we're -8. Lord gone as well. These guys will be winning in combat, I imagine, but they have faster and stronger units nearby. They are starting to carve apart the Banshees though. The Banshees are really starting to take some punishment. We are going to lose the Vargolf very quickly. The Vargolf does -11 leadership. It will regen, but it will go down. 600 HP left for itself. Banshees should be able to chase it. 60 speed, yeah. But they are going to get caught here by the Saurus Spears. There we go. So we should be able to get Sheila back. You could really do with protecting Sheila though, because you have 105 speed on Isabella. Star Chamber Guardians still fighting. These absolute champs are still going here for the Lizard Men. Balance of Power is actually coming back to the middle. This is super surprising. I think Banshee's probably holding a lot here. If we do actually lose the Vargolf, which I think it might happen here, he's down to 400 HP, negative 17 leadership, so he's certainly going to be going down there on the leadership side of things. We need to get these Sword Spears in. These need to start really carving apart. We are going to lose the Graveguard Great Weapons, and we're going to start losing the Zombies. We do have the Sheila and a big hit coming through. Can she charge onto the Vargolf and kill it? More than likely, I imagine. The Vargolf going down can be really important. Big hits coming in for the Vargolf, though. That thing hits so quickly. It has died. That's really, really important. Looks like here the Source Warriors are coming in. Where are those Star Chamber Guardians, though? They did break. Oh, they have come back. Fantastic. They have come back. They're the only things that can deal with the Banshees, though. One healing count coming in for one Banshee. It looks like here the Chalice did go down. Going to be some cycle charging in from Isabella, and there we go. That will be leadership. GG's, well played. That was a pretty cool build. That was a pretty cool army. I like that quite a bit. I like that quite a bit. Yeah. I think, yes, the Banshees here got 775 and 1,100. Let's have a look here. 900 for Isabella. Vargol's 2.2 and 1.5. 720, 1,250 for the Graveguard. 905 for Isabella. Yeah, it seems to be about it, really. Yeah, pretty good stuff. 93 here. It's a 3,000 damage value here for the Red Skin Chief. Awesome stuff. 1,000 for Lord Croak. That's actually some pretty good stuff. And do you know what I really like about him is the fact that actually he's not as much of a meme as I thought he might be. And the reason he's not as much of a meme as I thought he might be is because he's just getting rid of that chaff. Getting rid of that chaff is super important. But 251, 500, 768, 922 for the Saurus Warriors. Spears 1,300, 212 kills for 800 as well. 2,081 damage value for the Star Chamber Guardians. 2,000, yeah, brilliant. 23,000 damage dealt, fantastic stuff. 1.4 for the Feral Sheila, and 1,400 here from the Feral Bastillodon. Really, really cool stuff. Really, really awesome. I like that. Vargolfs here, they just hit. The one thing that surprised me about the Vargolfs is just their attacking rate is so fast. It was, yeah, really, really interesting. Alright, so GG's well played. So we'll be having, I believe it's Void and... Let's have a little look here. So it's going to be Void and... Oh, Chaos Creature coming up next. Nice. Well, Full Pollard as well. Like, one thing I will say about him was I do have him on stream. He's certainly one of my guys to watch. Him, and there's a few others that are coming through that are super strong. And, yeah, they are certainly my guys to watch. He's been playing super well recently. Apologies, I don't know why I'm yawning. I don't really do that often, but it annoys me a little bit, actually. No, he needs to save the Staff Chambers for the late game. Off of those. GG order. Oh, yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. No, but GG's well played, dude. Full Poland is certainly a cracking player. He's certainly coming through the scene quite quickly. Alright, so just going to be waiting here. So we have Void. Let's change that there. And then it should be... Who else have we got here? Chaos Creature. Lovely. So it's going to be these two in the semi-final as well. Let me put it on the correct map this time. So we are going to be on Das Oakenhammer. Now, I think it's X Out, I believe is his name. Let me double check. I believe X Out is actually Chaos creatures' names. I actually don't know. Momo Coco, how you doing, buddy? How could I join? Unfortunately, you can't join today. Do you know what is Logic's friend code? I'll be able to send it to you, buddy. Oh, there's Chaos Creature. Nice. Looks like he's in. So today was a set tournament, but what I will be doing on the weekend is I will be doing a King of the Hill, so you can join in then. And you can also join it on Friday, where I will be doing my Battle Mania, so you'll be able to join in then and have some fun, Mr. Momo Coco. Unfortunately, you did miss the deadline today. We are actually going to be going into the second semi-final, but you should be able to join soon, mate. So if you actually go into my description here of the live stream, you'll be able to find my Discord. Join the Discord there, and then you'll be able to see all of the stuff coming forward, which should be nice. But yeah, it'd be brilliant to have you on, dude. But welcome here to the stream. How are we doing, Crystal? Hope you're doing well. Just saw you there. Crystal Methodist. Nice to see you. VC Mirror Final. that could be something, eh? That could be something. But yeah, Ice Power, I will. That's some good stuff there. Good knowledge from you, actually. But I will drop you a message afterwards. Oh, it looks like I got a bit of a spike in people joining. Did we get a raid? I just saw that a bunch of people just joined. So it should be quite interesting. I think this is pretty VC favoured, so I think it's looking like it could be a VC final. But yeah, could be interesting. Mr. Ice Power. Alright, ready here for Chaos Creature. So what I will say quickly before we do jump into the final, what would really help me here on the channel, if you guys can, if you are enjoying all the content, one way you guys can support me. I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like it has dropped down. It said there was, really strange. YouTube was doing a really weird one to me. Yeah, no, I know, dude. So, like, on my screen, it said I had 46 people for, like, 2 minutes. I don't know why it was telling me that, but it looked like I had a massive jump up, but then I didn't. But then obviously I saw a few new people jumping in the chat, so... I think I already shouted you out, Benzo, but welcome, buddy. Hope you're having a good time. YouTube is running weird today. YouTube's been doing some weird things recently. But anyway, if there's any way that you'd like to support here on the channel, dropping a like there would be really, really helpful. That counts as, and let me just add you up here. It counts as an added interaction here on the stream and really helps share it out with the wider YouTube community, so it can help me grow here on the channel. So that'd be really helpful if you guys are enjoying the content, you would like to support me a little bit more. I like that. And if you'd like to get even further, subscriptions also do help as I'm trying to grow towards that 1,000 subscribers, so I can also become a partner here with YouTube and a partner with CA, so I can give you guys early access content. I can give you guys all sorts of stuff, basically more stuff going forward. And the further I go forward, the more I can support myself here, and therefore the more content I can bring coming forward. And the way that you can help, if you've already done both of those things, is also maybe sharing this with other people that you know that enjoy Total Warhammer as well. You know, maybe share my channel around, tell some people about myself. That can also be very, very helpful. So yeah, if you want to do any of those things, that'd be fantastic. So it looks like we're ready. What's that into reference to, Mr. Dr. Jellyfish? What does only mean? Is that in regards to Void and his pick on challenge? Yeah, no problems, iPhone. No problem. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the stream. You missed a really cool... You missed Lord Croak. Yes, you did. You did miss a lot. You missed a really cool build coming in from 4 Poland. But yeah, what do you mean by only, Dr. Jellyfish? And also, welcome to the stream, buddy. Nice to see you here. What do you mean by only? Are you referring to that he can only use the Vampire Lord? Worth a rewatch, mate. Certainly worth a rewatch. It was a pretty cool build, actually. I thought, actually, 4 Poland could have won that. It, when I really thought about it, at the beginning I thought, oh, it's a bit of a meme. But then when I really thought about it, I thought, actually, it's not a meme. It's not a meme. It's actually a pretty smart idea. Well, what is... Oh, am I misreading this? Oh, it says only. What are you talking about, Mr. Jellyfish? Anything I can help with? Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, it was just in reference that on my screen, it looked like I had a raid. That's true, Dr. Jellyfish, that is true, that's true. I'm actually, like, super happy that all of you guys, like, you know, there's, on my screen I've got 26 of you watching me, that means a lot to me, that makes me smile. But on my screen it looked like I had a raid, it looked like, it just, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it just went up, like, it just went like a massive spike. I like this stream so people don't just see me losing. I mean, you made the final, dude. Like, you know, the more likes this gets, the more likes this gets, the more people are going to see you in the final. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But no, I seriously mean it with the support, guys. The more support you guys can give me, the more you can share this around, the more likes you give, the more... Or even dislikes for that matter, if you don't like it. It's also really important for me, dislikes as well as likes, so I know what you do and don't like. So if I do a particular stream, sometimes it could be I do 2 sub-faction tournaments, and you go, well, I didn't particularly like this one compared to the ones I've done before. Leaving a dislike on it will make me go back and look at that content, maybe go back and consider maybe what you didn't like about it, you know? Or maybe you can just, you know, as I said, you know, Ice Power personally messaged me a moment ago, you know, I'll respond to him in a minute. You can always message me as well, that's completely fine. But what it would allow me to do is allow me to take this on a little bit more full time, give you guys more content, and that sort of thing. Calling everyone I know to like the stream right now. I mean, to get 1 dislike. Yeah, I don't know why. I always seem to get a single dislike every single time. I'm not going to say it's the same person, but if it is the same person and you're disliking every single stream, feel free to message me on Discord, because it does happen a lot. It does happen a lot, which is fine. You know, you're welcome to dislike my my content. That's absolutely fine. But feel free to message me if there's anything I can do to improve. Oh, here we go. The despicable thing. So we're going to have the Hellbit Abomination coming with that poison, all the good bits and bobs. He'll be having the fluid injection, the rat emerges, as well as 2 horrible to die with that regeneration. This thing is certainly something. We're going to be having some Storm Vermin Halberds, 2 units here, and we are going to have another Hellbit Abomination. We're going to be having the Plague Priest, who's going to be very good here with his Scurrying Stone, Pestilence Birth, Vermintide, Pestilence Breath, and Plague Rash. We are going to be having the Assassin, as well as Death Master Snickich. The assassin here will be having the concealment bombs, assassin trophy, rival high talisman slippery, and the death master will be having the death sigil, concealment bombs, and slippery. We will be having the council guard storm vermin, and these boys are elite as elite get for the Skaven. These boys will be having guardian, as well as that really nice unbreakable status that you just really don't see here from the Skaven forces. We are going to be having 2 units of the Knight Runners, and that seems to be it there for the forces of the Skaven. Not sure how much too much Knight Runners are going to offer you in this matchup. They'll certainly be able to help you kite, but when it comes to melee combat, which they will be forced into, they're certainly not the fastest. What are they going to offer you? They don't have any poison. I'm not really sure what they offer in this particular matchup, but maybe there's something in here that I don't quite see. Obviously, I'm very 2D when it comes to the Skaven. I don't play them a super amount, but I'm not sure what they offer here. But here for the boys, we are going to have some crit ghouls in the front. It's like 5 units of crypt ghouls, as well as some skeleton spears here as well. They're really not going to do too much. With the Tide zombies, there's like 3 units of zombies. With 2 units of Felbats in the sky. With the Von Carstein Vampire Lord. The Von Carstein Vampire Lord will be having the Death Resurgence, Flock of Doom, which is very nice. Raise the Dead, Invocation of Nehek, Pestilence Breath, and Curse of the Undead. Really nice stuff there. We're going to be having at least 1 Vargolf, and we're going to be having the double White King here with Scap's Grave. Very good at dealing with that very cheap chaff. So we'll be having at least the Pestilence Birth is the only one we got. Yes, we got Pestilence Birth. Oh, and Vermintide. So we're going to have lots of summons coming through here. Winter Magic will almost entirely be on summons, which would be quite interesting. It's going to be quite a bit of kiting for the Night Runners, but I don't think they're going to be able to run away too far here. We've got Black Knights and Felbats and double Vargolfs. It always surprises me. Like, I play every single time, and it surprises me just how much VC can really pack in their builds. Like, it's just what makes them super strong. Like, they can pack double Vargolfs, Black Knights, like 3k Vampire Lords, double White Kings, like 12 infantry. It's just crazy to me how much they can truly pack. The issue you're going to have here for the Storm Vermin is they are just going to be carving crap left, right, and center. They're really going to be just trying to take out 5 units of poison-causing criticals. It's going to be quite annoying. And then they've also got to take on Vargolfs and a lot, really. They're going to be exhausted by the end, and they're really just going to struggle here on that leadership due to being exhausted, damage going down, etc. No healing here for these boys apart from the double things. Or should I say the double Hell Pit Abominations. I love seeing the Hell Pit Abominations here. So we've got the movement here coming in from Void now. A lot of people might go, oh, he's not really engaging, etc. No, this is fine. We had a couple of complaints recently where some people were not too sure about the movement stage. So in the beginning stage here, what you can do, just for those that might not particularly understand, you can actually get your force into position, but once you started the attack there and you're fully surrounded and you started attacking, you then can't disengage to remove again. Once you engage that engaging phase for attacking, you're then set with what you're doing. The VC budget will bear all expenses. I love seeing Hell Pit Abominations, dude. They're so cool. They're such like cool single entity. I mean, they're not good to look at, but they're such cool like single entities to like have in the battlefield that you don't really see very often. Like when like Skaven used to be like really bad before they got all their DLCs. They got like 2 DLCs in like 3 DLCs time, but they were like really bad. They were like Beastmen but worse. They were like terrible. They were like the joke of the Warhammer community, right? They were, if you ever saw them, Hell Pits are what they brought. They always brought Hell Pit. You just don't see them anymore because they've just got too many other units that are good. But I really like seeing the Hell Pits here. The Hell Pits are pretty nice. So nice, good surround coming in here from the VC, and it's like the Von Carstein Lord can pretty much for free come in. A breath attack here on the Storm Vermin Halberds could be quite nice. It looks like he's going to be getting shots in the sky. Yeah, there is going to do some value, but there's not too much here going down, unfortunately. So the Night Runner's still in the pocket. Looks like there's a summon of zombies shutting them down, and these summons can certainly be a bit of a pain here with that fear as well. And there we go. Everything's starting to get involved. So it looks like we are going to have zombies here fighting up against the Storm Vermin. A very nice Scab Scrape there going down up against the elite Storm Vermin. And that's where the double scab scrape here from the White Kings can be super nice. Clan Rats have been summoned and they are getting pushed in the back here on the White Kings. Breath attacks going down on the Unbreakable Council Guard. Really nice, good damage there. And this is the problem with elite builds here up against VC. You have so much Winds of Magic, you have double scab scrape, you have breath attacks. You have essentially 9 really strong damaging spells that can do lots of damage up against these elite Council Guard Storm Vermin. Looks like here the thing is going to be winded already, and that's just dealing with cheap chaff zombies. That's what makes VC so good. In fact, they just wither their opponents down so much. Double Vargolf here in the pocket will be slamming up against the Storm Vermin, and also going here up against the Castle here to play Priest. He's very good at dealing with infantry, but really struggles up against these large entities. Also going down here, we are going to have the Von Carstein Lord. He did actually hop on to the Corpse Cart, Rival High Talisman, negative 40 melee attack going down. Perfect stuff there. That is the perfect counter to getting hopped on here. Looks like we're also... No, looks like there's not going to be anything. Concealment Bombs going on the Assassin. Really hard to see what's going on here. Ah, very good. So it looks like he's been pinned in place. The Viking got thrown around for sure. But we actually going to be having the double Rival High Talisman from both. So you'll certainly get a long duration from both of those. Especially if they cast back to back. And you could certainly use it here to snipe out the Corpse Cart. You want to get rid of the Corpse Cart here and get rid of that very nice ability here with that +5 melee attack and melee defense. Getting rid of that Vigorous Mortis. And can certainly help here in the later stages, because having that there with the healing, etc., with that regeneration, it's just a bit of a pain to deal with, and really suits up your weaker units with the criticals and zombies, etc. Breath attack is going down again on the Council Guard Storm Vermin, and this is where this elite units really starts to go. Another fantastic scab scrape here coming out of Void, really, really good stuff there, and yeah, really starting to damage this elite force here. Now, the double Hell Pit Abomination is going to be dangerous to deal with. They'll certainly be Vargolfs in combat. The double Vargolfs are going after Plague Priest. The Plague Priest certainly needs some support here. Looks like the Plague Monks have been terrified. They'll certainly do some good anti-infantry work there for sure. The Hell Pits are coming in with their terror as well, and they're doing some good work on the Crypt Ghouls, and they'll certainly slowly take apart the White Kings. One is starting to struggle though. The Spears of the Skeletons have started to get in and start taking this boy apart. As you can see, this Plague Priest has been left on his own, and that's really dangerous. Deathmaster, as well as the other assassins, are going to be taking out the White King. And this is very loud, I'm sure I probably understand. But as we can see here, it looks like the Critical Fluid Injection did go down. So Fluid Injection is going to be buffing here the thing, given that armor piercing, melee attack, and base weapon damage. But it will cause him to rampage, but can be certainly helpful here at taking out the Von Carstein Lord. He's going to be bonus for large anti-large armor piercing with poison as well. So it looks like here the Von Carstein Lord has been pinned into place. And here, this is really, really get the thing. Oh, nice charge coming in for the thing. That's certainly going to be pushing around the Von Carstein Lord for sure. And that's what I really like seeing, the Hell Pit Abominations here in this mashup, as well as the nice Storm Vermin. They're certainly going to carve apart here the Crypt Ghouls. And it's starting to look pretty good here for Void, I think. Really starting to fall apart a little bit for the Skaven. Deathmaster is struggling. But it could go either way. It could go either way. The thing is still holding on. The Hell Pit will certainly regenerate. If it's allowed to regenerate here, which it certainly can. And very nice. They're coming in with Deathmaster, just negating 50% of that armor. But if the things can certainly get that regeneration in, they can do some good work. But they need to get rid of these Vargolfs. Their melee attacks are just so fast and so huge. 290 armor piercing attack is just... it's just so hard to deal with. Deathmaster Snakeage was caught. Getting rear charge there in the back. He took a big hit there. He is going to be negative leadership. He will more than likely break here. He will get faster when he has been broken, but he is going to be isolated on his own. And there's nothing here to support him. As you can see, we could really see if we could use the assassin to like negate his melee attack and melee defense, using using maybe some sort of, he should have trophy assassin, but looks like that's not going to go down. Looks like he's going to be giving up. Oh, Concealment Bombs has gone down for Deathmaster. Okay, so he might be able to get away here and go on spot. Oh my god, he's shattered. And there we go, that will be the game. A little bit unfortunate there. I love the thing name. How are we doing, Blackthorn? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Really nice to see you here, dude. Really, really nice to see you here. Alright, I'm going to very, very quickly just go through GG's indeed. You're going to very quickly go through the builds. I really like the build here from Chaos Creature. Welcome to the channel, buddy. That was a really, really cool build. So 1070 damage value for Deathmaster Snake Itch, 900 for the Assassin. Got 300, 600 here for the Storm Vermin, with 430 for the Council Guard. The only issue with the 3 Storm Vermin Halberds is the fact there's not really enough here to deal with all of the chaff that does come from the VC here. I think maybe actually not going Night Runners, maybe going more Globadiers, and maybe trying to really get rid of that chaff, maybe better? I don't really know, but it looks like here, the Hellpit Abomination getting 270, 1,300 for the Thing, and 840 for the Plague Priest. Looks like here, 84 kills, 2,100 for the Von Carstein, 400, 500 for the White Kings, 170 here for the Tithe, not bad from them, to be fair. 550 for the Skeleton Spears as well as 470. Skeleton Spears performing like you've never seen before. These bony boys have come through. 180, 360, 380, 425, and 380 for the Crypt Ghouls. It's like 107 for 700 for the Black Knights. 150, 120 for the Fellbats. 1,000 and 1,500 for the Vargolfs. And yeah, of course, I really like Vargolfs. The speed of melee attack is really nice. So I'm going to say Void left, so I'm going to get Void back in because he's going to be in the final. And he's going to be here. So it looks like it is going to be a Chaos and final. So let's get PE back in as well. We are going to be fighting up on Storm Demon. Storm Demon indeed. There we go. Perfect. So we'll let these guys get back in. I wonder if there is a better playstyle as SK versus Counts. The one thing I think they were missing is the RR Plague Sensor Bearers. The Plague Sensor Bearers really come in with that Rabble Rouse, which is quite nice. Can be very good if you are going to go elite. Means they can't really get pushed off from fear and also terror, but also you have to protect them. Double Thing was really nice, but they also have to be supported, and the issue is there's just so much chaff there to deal with. It can also be difficult. It can also certainly be difficult. So in the final here, we are actually going to have the Von Carstein selected Lord from Void. So he's going to have the Von Carstein Vampire Lord, which is the only Lord he can use for the entirety of the competition, up against the Von Carstein VC sub-faction. So we can see Isabella, or we can see Vlad here today, which could be quite interesting. I think more likely we'll see Vlad between these two, but it is going to be on Storm Demon. It will be the last map here today. But yeah, it should be quite fun. Should be quite fun. So with these guys here, and I had to sort out one thing very, very quickly, so I'll be back very, very quickly. So give me 2 seconds. Alrighty, so we are back. Apologies for that. Did any brave soul that got into the final stages? Yes, Party Eternal is the is going to be the Ronald's gift faction winner today. He actually is the one that made it the furthest. So let's go through all of those heroes that did do it. So Jay Phoenix was one hero. She got the Court of Libras. She actually got the Ronald's gift. I did not. I just wanted to play the Dowie. Nekabit did, and he's in the final. Who else did? Oh, Phil Venge did. He actually got Imric the Chad. And then, oh, actually, Thorgrim Grudgebearer beat him. So Grovey beat him. So Grombrindle beat Phil Venge with the High Elves, which is quite interesting. Stormrunner got Clan Eshen. Complex Slayer got Durthu. Let's see what else we had here. Oh, Zypher got Clan Pestilence. I'm sure there was one more. Oh, Deadly Bunnies also got Rapans, which is quite a fun one as well. Yeah, I like Rapans. Yeah. So we're going to play on Storm Demon. It's going to be VC up against VC, and luckily it's going to be the sub-faction and also the main faction, so I should be able to see the difference between the banners. So it should be quite good. Quack. But yeah, thank you very much for dropping in, Blackthorn. Nice to see you here today, buddy. I hope you're doing well. So who do you think is going to win this? Are we going to be seeing Void winning from VM, or are we going to see a Party Eternal win? Are we going to see a PE win here today? What are we expecting? What do you guys think here in the chat? What would you like to see win? Do you want to see Vlad the Chat win, or do you want to see the Von Carstein Vampire Lords? It's actually going to be Von Carstein up against Von Carstein here. I mean, most of the VC is Von Carstein, but you know what I mean. Party Eternal is his name, man. That's an awesome epic. Yeah. Rapans is like, if you actually go Rapans sub-faction and you bring the man, myth, and legend, Henri Le Massive, he's actually no joke. He's like basically just a souped up paladin. It's so cool. Hey, Hammond, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, dude. Oh no, I didn't change this. I might be able to do this quickly. So we are going to be having... Party Eternal. I should be able to, I mean, considering it's going to take a while for Void to load in as well, should be able to get in and finish that there. Cool. That's that done. And then we should be able to go here, properties, and we should be able to go Void lols. Perfect. Lovely jubbly. Managed to sort that out in time. Woo. That way, you were the second best player in my heart, Cypher. Does that help? Alrighty. Who wants to hear a funny story? Yes, Crow. I'm always up for hearing a funny story. Always up for hearing a funny story. Is it a funny story that the Dowie won the War of the Beard? Hey, Peterborough, how you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. How are you doing well? The big DBD legend. Whoa, Mr. Peterborough. I feel that you've been shut down here, Mr. Crow. For you. Alright, so for the big Void, we're going to be having the Claw of Nagash, which will be having the binding for that very nice restoration, the improved Winds of Magic there from the Tome, and of course corruption there, damage over time from the very, very nice Mortis. We'll be having the Chilling Aura, and we'll also be having the Quartz Caster of Balefire. We will be having the Terra Goose, as well as 2 Terra Gooses, and we'll be having the Devils of Schwarzenhafen. Very nice. These bad boys are certainly nothing to mess around. They're going to have Terror as well as that Frenzy. Really, really cool. Don't say these guys ever, but certainly like to see them here today. Double Terror Goose as well as the Von Carstein Lord here on top of his little Death Steed. He will be 105 speed. He will have Storm of the Knights, Undeath Resurgence, as well as the Sword of Anti-Heroes, Charm Shield, Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, Invocation of Heck, and Curse of the Undeath. We also have a Vampire Lord of Shadows. He will be having the Enfeebling Foe, Dark Benediction, and also Immortal Will for that healing. So a massive Skyforce here. And looks like we're going to have a box here of the cheap cheerful chaff of zombies, skeleton spears, and all the like with a Corpse Cart Bellfire and a Claw of Nagash. Looks like over here for the PE we have some Hex Rays, 2 units, and we have the Chill Geists. Now these things don't send chills down your back, nothing will. Look at these boys, they are absolutely fantastic. They are going to be having the very nice Chilling Aura for the negative 36 speed. But they won't be having the fire damage you get from the Hex Rays, but they'll certainly do some good work. Oh, is this an ethereal build? We're going to have 5 units of Cane Wraith as well for that etherealness. And we are going to have the double Vampire Shadows with, of course, Isabella von Carstein on foot. She here will be having a Chalice as well as Master Beguilement, Raise the Dead, Gaze in the Gash, Invocation of the Heck, and the Undeath Resurgence. As well as here, both having Immortal Will on the Vampire Shadows. Very interesting stuff. The all doing magic damage, and the Claw and the Gash actually has magic resistance, 25%, which is quite interesting. This is such... I'm Team PE right now, and this is such a cool build. If you actually had... take off the Vampire Shadows, and you actually go 2 Banshees here, you've got yourself a full ethereal build. How cool is that, dude? That is super... I mean, it's still full ethereal, and I'm all for it. That's pretty cool. Double Terror Goose, though, is going to be a problem. Do they do magic damage on their breath attacks? I believe they do. Yes, they do. It's major magical damage as well. No, it just causes magical damage. Okay. That should be interesting. I don't know how that's going to go down. But we certainly want to see a couple of Gazes in the Gashes here. Maybe go up on the Terror Goose, but they do have regen, is the problem. You don't have regen on the Devils of the Swashta Harfens, so maybe go after those. But it can be interesting either way. Looks like we're going to have lots of Terror coming in. We're going to have Cane Race in. No magic damage here really coming. I don't actually know if there's any magic damage for the Claw of the Gash. No, just obviously going to have that crumbling over time. Get those guys round the flanks as much as you can, for sure. Oh, but we do have Flock of Doom. Oh, we don't have Flock of Doom for the Von Carstein. Oh, Flock of Doom would have been exceptional here. So what's this going down? This looks like there's going to be a breath attack on Isabella. Oh no, overcasted. Looks like she hurt herself. Was that going to be a Gaze and a Gash going down? No, it's going to be a breath attack here. It's a breath attack on top of her. Oh my god, that did so much damage. I did nearly... Oh, she's healing herself, but that nearly did... Oh, that's a bit of a risky one. She's used her Blood Chalice on herself. I don't know if that has unlimited uses, but if that doesn't have unlimited uses, that's a bit of a misplay there, I think. It looks like here we are going to be having the Hex Rays. Just keep them away from the zombies. You don't really want them getting debilitated just because they're fighting up against chaff. But they're certainly going to break apart this pocket, and the problem is going to be if this Skyforce does stay, it's going to be in serious trouble. It's going to try and get his breath attacks where it can. Breath attack there went on the Vampire Shadows, but it has an Immortal Will, so it can certainly heal. I think it's going to be Invocation of the Heck going down here somewhere. Overcast Invocation of the Heck, that's as an area of effect. And it looks like there's just going to be more summons here. Dance Macabre going down as well for increased melee attack and speed. And it looks like the Claw and the Gash does have Dance Macabre on it as well. So it's going to be overcasted there for the area of effect. Yeah, interesting stuff. I think this Floor Force is certainly going to lose. Skyforce up against the Floor Force. Oh my god, the shots going down on Isabella is disgusting. Even for a single entity on foot, she's getting absolutely trash canned here. Really difficult to see what's going on in here, but it looks like Isabella is getting attacked by the Terror Goose. She's going to be super low. She's going to be on 900 HP. Really struggling here in this pocket. She needs some healing. Needs an Invocation of Heck overcasted here, I think. It might cause damage there, but it's a risk I think you have to take at this point. Balance of Power will be pushing into Void Lord's favour. And as we can see here, Sword of Anti-Heroes going down as well. Really trying to fight up against the Terror Gooses. I didn't see what sort of damage. It looks like we're going to have a Hex Race in as well. Get the Hex Race on top of the Terror Gooses. They get that added attack there from the fire damage. Claw and the Gash though is going to be working through. It does have a fire as a weakness as well. Dance Macabre overcasted going down here as well from his pocket. And this is... a lot. So look here, it looks like the Terragoose is just going to be pushing through the Cane Wraiths. Yeah, balance power really shifting now. I think we lost Isabella in there. Yeah, we lost Isabella. We have 1 Vampire Shadows left. Give that 2 actually. Give that 2. Breath Attack going down as well. And also here the Hex Race and Party Tenor are going to be struggling just a little bit. The Devils are crushed at half and just been punching them in the back. They don't have magic attacks, I don't believe. But let's actually get a nice good overlook here. So as you can see in the middle, look at these lovely colours, man. They look so good. But we are going to be having the Terragooses coming in the back here doing some good damage. That's going to be Dance Macabre over there going down. Really trying to help give those zombies massive melee attacks. Corner Gash coming in for that regeneration as well. And Party Tenor did pull out. Alright, so let's, what's going on here, guys? My heart cries for win. Yes, I agree, Blackthorn. Win the death would have been gorgeous there. Let's play a game. Predicts Mortis value. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Let's see what he got. Oh, that's the chill guy, sorry. 3,600 damage value for the Claw Nagash. Yeah, pretty small, pretty small. 850 for the Von Carstein Lord. Terragooses, 1,700, 1,400. Standard Breath Attacks. 900 for the Smokes. There's going to be nothing else in here, really. I mean, 300 damage value, 200 there. Hundreds for the zombies. Probably the only time you're ever going to see that. And the Corpse Cart Bellfire as well is quite important. 19 damage value, 200, 300. Oh my god, triple gold chevron. Yeah, again, a couple hundred here, not too much. Hex Race 200, 100, and 175 for the Chillgeists. Yeah, I mean, Void came through with a pretty good build, to be fair. Well, Legion, this might be hard to... Yeah, it's kind of true. Maybe don't have to be too rude about it. That would be helpful. I agree with you, Zypher. Please don't be rude just for the sake of being rude. I kind of enjoyed the build. Blob eat the blob. Mega blob is born. I mean, they're all dying, right? So they're all gonna form here for sure. Brett Mirror was fun, no? Brett Mirror is super fun. It's super fast to cast, but it's super fun. I love it. Can't be bothered to actually play that matchup. Yeah, no problem, dude. Like, it is a tough matchup. It is a tough matchup. I loved your build, dude. I loved your build, Nick, a bit. It was an awesome build. Who won? I think the undead one there, Benji. Void one there. So what we'll do here is we'll go through and what we'll do is we'll go on to the sub-faction. We will go 1-0 here. So Void coming through with another win here on the sub-faction tournament. Really awesome stuff. Really, really cool. He only used 1 Lord throughout the entire tournament. He couldn't change the Lord, and that's the only Lord he could bring. So that's... I think as restrictions go, that's quite a big restriction there for himself, which is it's quite fun. But he will be winning there, with Nickabit coming second, and joint third here will be for Poland and Chaos Creature. Really good, really fun stuff. Yeah, well done to Master Void. Yeah, let's keep this chat. Let's keep this. Let's keep this Let's keep the chat nice and clean, please, guys. Otherwise, I'll ask Blackthorn just to mute all of you. This is if you guys want to have a chat about how you really feel about each other, then you have private messages to do so. Not my live stream, please. That'd be fantastic. Alrighty, well, really well played here to Void. Fantastic. GG, well played. And thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. I really hope you've had a good time. As I said before, if you guys would like to really help support me, of course you can like this video. It will really help share this towards the wider community of YouTube. It really would help more than you guys know, and I really do appreciate all the likes I do get. Also, guys, it's also subscribing as well really helps. It really helps grow me towards that 1,000, so I can become a YouTube affiliate, and also I can really come and go with CA as well. So I can bring you early access stuff. I can bring you basically more of my time as well. More tournaments, more fun, more videos would be really awesome. So if you guys do want to do that, that would be very, very helpful. So if you could, that'd be very kind. And if you're already doing both of those things, you'd like to support me even more, you can also share this with friends and other people who you think might enjoy this as well. You said there's a story up here. So Human Boy invited me to play against Inticity. Right. Anyway, took the army I narrowly lost to Caradot with earlier. Human Boy freaked out and went on and on about me taking too many units. Fair enough. Got turned inside out, upside down, no longer know what day it is. Yeah, dude, that happened to me earlier, so I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I read it. I love that. I love that. Send me your build. I'd love to see what your build was. Anyways, thanks for hosting, Logic. See you next week. Guys, yeah, on Friday, very quickly, I will be having Season 4 of Battlemania, so do hang out to check that out as well. I will be leaving all of my good stuff there for the weekend, where we will be doing a nice, very, very big King of the Hill. So we'll be enjoying that as well. So take care of yourself, and I will see you all in the next video or live stream. See you guys very, very soon.